Have you ever heard a song and suddenly you
So,
feel older or
yeah,
younger in
man.
seconds? That's memory. Your memory doing something very powerful. Music has shaped me as a person. Since I was very young, there are some days, some emotions, and some memories that only music can bring back. That's far. For me, it all started with tiny moments like sneaking in an MP3 player in fourth grade, or dancing to fairy Kalse one night before the math exam. When I think about these moments, I realize that music doesn't just remind us of who we were, it shapes us into who we become. And there was this point in my life when I didn't really know what was coming. I mean, not that I have a clue now, but I was way more clueless back then. I wasn't sad enough to get rest, but I wasn't happy enough to feel settled in either. I was just there. I was floating, and nights were the worst sometimes, especially everyone would get it twisted. But don't actually was. That's when the world got quiet. So quiet. So quiet you couldn't escape your own thoughts anymore. And when that happened, I used to turn to my side to stare at the big window beside my bed, to look at the moon and the city. And that's also when I used to bring out my MP3 player. The volume was low, but my heart was loud. At that moment, I didn't really know what I was feeling, but somehow the song did. And that's the weird thing about music. It doesn't wait for you to figure yourself out, it just shows up anyway. And years later, when I hear those songs again, I don't remember that place. I remember that version of me that survived it. Some songs rewire parts of your brain like nothing else. For me, some songs like that are Cars Outside by James Arthur and Dilnu by A.P. Dillon. I know that these are very popular songs, but this isn't about the songs themselves. It's about the memories that they bring back. It's about the lyrics that remind me of the situation and the friend who loved singing it. These memories, like sneaking in that MP3 player, our dorm parent playing these exact same songs in the morning, feeling like we own the world, laughing, listening to it on repeat, all of this can be the worst, but also the best part. Everyone has that one song, their song, a song that you listen to, and suddenly you feel like you're 12 again, or heartbroken, or in love, or just watching that TV show. Music doesn't just sit in the background, it soars into reality and it pulls you in too, sometimes gently, and sometimes just sucks you in like a black hole. But it also teaches us things. It shows us things. It shows us what we want, what we value, what we fear, and what we're running from. So I asked myself, why music? I mean, it could be anything else. It could be food, books, movies, but somehow our deepest roots tie back to music. Is it because music is movement before its meaning? Or maybe because it's rhythm before it's language? I mean, it's the thing that can make the soul dance. And even before words, we had sounds. We had footsteps, heartbeats, chants, breath. Even across religions and cultures, devotion is almost always expressed through sound. Bells ringing in temples, choirs singing in churches, call to prayer echoing through cities, and mantras being repeated until they become part of your breathing. Even in the Hindu belief, there is the idea that the universe itself has a sound, a beat, a rhythm. Shiva, in his form as Nataraju, holds a small drum called the damaru, shaking it from side to side. That is believed to be the beat of the universe, the rhythm of creation, destruction, and rebirth. Even before form, there's vibration, and before meaning, there's music. Books make you think, movies make you see, but music makes you feel instantly, physically, and spiritually. It doesn't knock on the door of logic, it goes straight to your heart. And this isn't just me saying. There's this study called How Musical is Man by a South African anthropologist called John Blackett. In this study, it is said that music isn't just something you listen to, it's something which shapes you. It forms your memories, your identities, and even your emotions. Blacking also found that every culture uses music to express themselves, and the music that you grow up listening to literally becomes part of your personality. Some songs come into your life when you're becoming someone new. Like, do you remember that song you loved dancing to when you were a child? Or that song you shared with a friend who felt like home when you were a teenager? One song like that for me is Beauty and a Beat by Justin Bieber and Nicki Minaj. Or if you have a child, do you remember the first song that you played for them? These songs that you just thought of, you didn't choose them. They chose you, and when they did, they attached themselves onto moments in which you became someone new, and onto moments which meant the most to you. Until right now, I was talking about how important music is to me, how it's so amazing, but I never really felt it. I mean, I was listening to it, sure, but that was just background music. Until this one day. This one day when I was procrastinating before my half yearlies. I was scrolling through YouTube, and I came across a thumbnail which looked quite interesting. It was a song by Radiohead called Jigsaw Falling Into Place. I know I'm 18 years too late, but it looked quite cool, so I clicked on it. And oh my God, it changed everything. It started off anxious and restless, but then it built up into sounding like thoughts overlapping each other. It felt like it knew something about me that I didn't want to admit to myself. I didn't know the lyrics, but I felt it. The build up, the way it never settles down, the way it feels like it's constantly moving but not arriving anywhere. The bass, the drums, the vocals, all of it just hit me like levitation. And for the first time, music didn't just describe an emotion, it named it. Music wasn't just sound anymore, it had color, weight, and texture. It felt like warm blankets wrapping around my shoulders, but also like cold, sharp needles piercing through my body. All of my senses woke up. And suddenly, music started tasting like moments, smelling like memories, like sounding like every version of me that I have forgotten. And as I thought about this, I realized something slightly unsettling. It's that if we connect with music so deeply, then that also means we're constantly changing and evolving. I mean, we like to think that we're fixed people, that once we figure ourselves out, then that's it. But music doesn't work like that. The songs that you connected to when you were 13 don't hit the same when you turn 23, not because they're unimportant, but because you've outgrown them. There are some songs that I can't listen to, not because they're bad, but because they belong to a version of me that I am not anymore. And all of this just fascinates me. It's fascinating how universal this is. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, or what language you speak, there's always that one song that you feel so deeply, but you can never fully explain through just words. And I think silence works this way too. I mean, there are phases in your life when music is everything, when it's loud, but there are also phases in your life when music just dulls down to nothing, because life is loud enough already. So, the next time you listen to a song and it hits you, on a bus ride back home, or late at night, or when you're doing absolutely nothing, play it, listen to it, go wherever it needs to take you, because it's more than just a song, it's your memory, your identity. It's an invisible thread holding together who you were, who you are, and who you're becoming. And maybe, just maybe, it finds you exactly when you need it. So the next time a song hits you, listen. Really listen. because it could be more than just a song, it could be your compass, your story, and your friend. Thank you.